Welcome back to Press Escape. We have a very special guest today.
Hello.
We've got Cinna here.
Cinna. Hello. What an honor. This is the most girly I felt in like a long time.
You look so beautiful.
You look great. I love how
Thank
you
you
have like the anime eyelashes, like that style.
The manga style?
The manga style.
It's my favorite. Yes.
Sickening.
Oh,
So cute.
Yeah, I love that you know that. That's so great. I'm around so many men in Austin that this is like wonderful that I'm like, oh, you recognize the lashes.
I did. You were sitting down, you were talking like, oh, nice.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
It is a very girly coded podcast for sure.
Yeah,
and I
but
like
I
that you
like
just
it.
fit the vibe.
do.
So good.
That's why I brought the dress.
Look at the dress, everyone. Let's appreciate it.
look
Just
like
so
a
cute.
princess.
Cottage
Thank you.
core. It's very cute.
It's corseted up by like a makeshift string. Thank you very much. You did
Yes.
great.
First things first, I tweeted about it earlier today. I literally said this was
Don't.
gonna be the first thing I talk about on our podcast today with you. Let's talk about your crush on Ludwig.
Okay.
Starting off strong.
Do you know how unbanned forms go when people are like, oh my God, my brother typed this. Like, that was not me. This is what those situations feel like. Because I swear on my life, like, I will bet 100K right now, there is context for why I typed that.
Can
That
we
is
play
like,
the clip?
Let's see.
Sure, yes.
It's
yes.
I'm
Yes,
sure you
I
can
got you,
find
I
it.
got you,
Oh,
I got
Cinna
you.
replied to
Yeah,
it
yeah.
today.
Give me
it's
2
so,
seconds.
Oh, Cinna quote retweeted it.
it's so incriminating. It's so,
I
please.
died. Literally, right before this podcast, I saw this, and it's a clip of Ludwig reading Cinna's Twitch logs. So you can see everything that she's typed in his chat.
Oh my gosh. How did you figure that out? How did he do that?
It's just a feature on Twitch.
So you can like pull up anybody's logs and review where they are, and years. It's like years of logs.
Yes, the entire chat history.
That is so anxiety inducing. I would not want to say anything ever.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Oh, let's play the clip.
Check Cinna. Who's that dumb bitch in the middle? I can finally comment. Good Lord. Wait, this slow chat? I like it. Hi, everyone. I love slow chat.
Ludwig is just a Bible thump so hot.
Oh.
Can I?
Oh, it doesn't end there. Doesn't end there.
No.
Wait, I've
never
never
seen
seen
that.
it. What is this? Cinna.
My
Cinna.
God.
Oh my God.
Hot.
I'm a simp for Lud.
No.
Oh,
There's
wait.
context. There has to be
2020
context.
Cinna.
How many years ago was this?
2020.
2020.
So
I started
recent.
streaming in
I'm just
2020.
kidding.
By the way, that was my
That was
first
when
year
you
streaming.
started streaming?
Was 2020, yeah.
Oh
So you
my
were a
gosh, so
streamer
Wildin'.
writing this already.
No. Wait, hold on. There's context. That's why I say the streamer aspect makes it worse, because it was likely something that was going on that was like, oh, I'm doing this for like a bit. Because I have never, no offense, Ludwig, but I have not had a crush on you, okay? And then that's exactly how I feel right now. That is a fake gun, by the way. Everybody's so mad at me. They thought it was real. I was like, no, it's fake. But like, okay, it's like, you know, on unbanned forums and somebody's like, oh, my brother typed this. I'm so sorry. That is what it feels like. And there is zero like ways that I can prove it.
So an unbanned form is on Twitch. When someone gets banned, you can actually appeal your ban by like sending a little message being like, hey, sorry,
Yeah.
like I'm new, brand new. I learned my lesson, blah, blah, blah. And you could choose to like unban them or keep them banned if you want to. And some people do it for content. So they
Yeah.
go through their unbanned forms. And so you feel like what would you say to get unbanned here? Because how are you and Cutie doing after today?
Well, I tweeted her and I said, Cutie, please, I swear to God, it is not what it looks like. I can explain. And she said, I'm blacklisted, is what she said. I said, no. Oh, it's bad. But if you, like, so unbanned forms, a very common thing that people will say is like, oh, I didn't mean to say this slur. My brother was on my computer and typed it in your chat. And like, whenever you see that, it's like, okay, dude.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
really
sure,
your brother?
your brother
So,
was
like,
on your
Sure.
Your brother was typing all that.
No,
literally.
no, I don't have
Okay.
a brother, but I'm saying it's like, I swear, like, there has to be a stream that I was doing or like a bit that I was doing that was the reason why I typed those things, because I don't think that. And I'm trying to like think genuinely, what would provoke me
Yeah.
to type like that. And I don't know.
I'm hearing you out. We listen and we don't judge.
No.
If you think Ludwig is super hot,
No.
then
no.
it's okay. Okay.
No, if
She's-
anything, I am gay for Cutie. Cutie, please unblacklist me. Thank you very much. That'd be great. Dude, I'm like, so it was the worst
I'm
thing to see.
shocked.
I'm shocked seeing that.
It's just crazy
I've done
because
worse.
we have a marathon together that starts literally tomorrow. And now Ludwig and Cutie aren't going to collab with us.
I'm on a bad PR run.
This will come out after the
This
marathon
comes,
is done.
yeah, so this
Yeah.
podcast episode comes out when the marathon ends.
like as soon as it ends.
So just know
Right
if you
before
don't
it
if you don't see Cutie on the marathon,
This is why.
things are rough. Yeah, it couldn't have been like it's like funny timing, but it's also like really bad timing because I'm like, ooh, no. And then I mean, to be fair, I've done worse, so I can't really.
Oh,
Say anything.
like you've sent worse DMs to people?
so we've heard.
So we've heard.
Have you
little
ever
birdie?
sent a bad DM?
I have, unfortunately.
But what defines bad?
Like,
Just-
Like,
I should have. I want to
Like,
unsend that.
yeah,
not-
like you'd rather fall down the stairs than like ever send
is
something
it
like
you
that
try
again.
Yeah.
to slide, but then they don't respond kind of thing? Or?
Ooh, no, it's even worse. It's like they respond and then you make it really, really bad.
Tell
How
us a
does
story.
that? This sounds personal.
Wait,
She
have you
was-
ever done this?
I don't slide.
You don't slide in DMs, yeah.
I'm home base. I get slid into.
Do I need to up my
Just
game? Like, is that what I'm
kidding.
finding out? Do I need to like up my game or something? Do
I'm
you
just
DM slide?
I've tried it before, and it works.
Yours worked?
It works. Like I just.
It's okay. I was just joking. I have slid before. I've used dating apps before, and you just say hey, and if they don't respond, you just whatever, move on.
I saw a TikTok and it was like a very girly coded one, and it said you can slide into your favorite artists, rappers, athletes DM, and you can be a regular schmegular Joe, and they will respond. And like I was like, all right, I'll just text this rapper, and then he responded, and I'm like, oh.
He responded?
Oh, you were
He did.
inspired.
I was inspired. I was like, you know what? I'm going through my era, so it works. Do you ever just DM people? Like,
Oh, I did this one time. I never did it again.
Wait, what
what?
happened?
I know what happened.
Well, I want to clarify because now everybody on the internet thinks it's Ludwig because the timing of the DMs lines up with like that era. It was not Lud, like at all. I swear.
So
Okay.
you DM'd somebody during that time.
it was yes. And
Who?
I know. I believe you. It's
it
not
was another
Ludwig.
streamer. You can never say like ever.
Okay. We don't
okay.
say the name out loud.
Okay.
I don't
just
say
show
it.
you who it is, and I just want your reaction.
Do you still find this person attractive?
No,
Oh.
no.
Would a
You bad
normie
girl.
like me know who this person is?
You will not. I don't think.
Oh, maybe she's
I think
been.
you will. Okay, I'm gonna show. I'll show you, and don't like say it.
Oh
okay?
my
I don't know who
gosh,
that
the
is.
tea.
You do?
Wait, I don't know who that is.
Or you don't, or you do.
I don't know. I don't know who that
Let me
is.
see. Let me see.
I'm scared. What?
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
I'm gonna look this.
You cannot. Don't say anything alluding to who the person is, please. Please,
okay.
dear God.
Okay, whoever you think it is not who it is. Let me just say,
But-
this is a plot twist. I was not expecting.
Oh wait, this person's a cutie.
Everyone's cute
Listen.
in the eye of the beholder.
Listen.
Okay, let me read the DMs.
Here's the thing. I was like newly out of a relationship at the time, and so my whole thing was like I don't know how to interact with like guys, and I thought this guy was like attractive. There was like a small streamer at the time,
yeah.
so I wanted to like do a DM slide. I'm kind of really uncomfortable. Like I don't like talking to people. I'm very awkward, and so I sent him.
Let me see.
You know,
I don't-
You know Michael
it's
Scott
okay.
finger guns?
No.
Like they go
Oh yeah.
this.
Oh, she sent that gif.
Wait, can I see? Oh
No.
You know, you just wanted it.
God, you
just
were
want-
the person I should have DM'd. You awed at it. That's the
Oh.
reaction I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Was like, oh, that's so
yeah,
sweet.
that's very endearing.
So cute.
Do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah. Read it.
It says, hey, just doing a DM slide here. Sorry if this is awkward sounding. I don't do these very well. And I'm not sure if you're single, so if not, I apologize for this weird DM. Anyways, was wondering if you would like to be friends sometime or possibly stop laughing. or possibly chat. If so, I'm interested in doing so. Space, okay, thanks, bye. Space, smiley face, like Cinna.
Aww.
No.
Wait, that's actually cute.
That's a sweet slide.
No, because it gets really bad because he responded saying he was not interested. And then I basically responded saying, oh, well, if you ever want to
Oh god.
play games as friends, and be friends, let me know. But then I accidentally was really nervous and I said not as friends. So then I meant to say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I meant to say as friends, not as friends, which led me to send all of that.
And he didn't respond.
He never responded.
How long ago was that?
This was in 2021.
I'm sure he regrets it.
No, if you read the text messages, I think he thinks I'm crazy. Like, I actually think he's like,
I think
oh,
that
this bitch is psycho.
I find it endearing that you did that because not a lot of women slide.
Yeah, well,
And like guys like it, right,
yeah,
Mauricio?
well, no.
Right?
No, listen, if you put
It's
me
nice.
back,
It's
put me
nice.
back in the pocket of women that don't slide anymore, because I won't do it. Like, now,
Ever?
no.
No, okay, rejection is good.
Rejection is redirection.
But it wasn't even the rejection that bothered me. It was me that bothered me. Like, I look like a psychopath.
Oh, I see. I would have definitely typed less words. I feel like you were very nervous in those messages. Like she really did send a paragraph and
Yeah,
then
it's
another
bad.
paragraph and then
It's-
another paragraph.
It's really bad.
But,
so I don't do that anymore.
No. It's just
we
you
all
just gotta,
have-
be smooth. Cinna. You just type like a hey smiley. Easy. That's
Hey.
the point is there. No one ever says hey smiley to a brand new friend. being
Sometimes
like,
didn't I DM you, hey, Smiley?
yeah, but
I wasn't trying to flirt with
you're
you,
not
you know?
gay. I'm not gay.
I'm not going to give up on any of that. And I still do believe in love, but just not love from my side, I think I got to tone it down by like 50 notches because I look like a psychopath. It's
Oh.
not
Some
it.
guys are into that,
Honestly, yeah, there is a personality for everybody.
Yeah, but do I really want the guys that are into crazy women? You know what I mean?
I mean, some guys match your freak and it's really nice.
Really?
Or sometimes opposite attract.
Yeah. And
Like
you
maybe you could be the chaotic gal and there's a really, quiet lad.
Quiet
yeah.
lad
is so funny.
Yeah.
That's the grounding, Opposites really do attract. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about your whole streaming debacle. Okay, you just started streaming like what, 4 years ago?
Yeah, about 5
4
years. 5 years almost.
5 years ago. Okay. How did it start? Because I've seen a few clips of you.
What
when
is that
you were-
laugh?
Oh no, that can
What's
never
that?
end well,
I don't
right?
think
Is that like
it does.
bad?
I don't. When it comes to her, she.
That's
just younger Cinna, when you start streaming, you kind of you've gotten to a couple of beefs with a few other streamers, and you
I just
went
got
on
into the
Austin's
one-
show one time.
it was just the one beef.
One beef in
And
particular.
to be fair, it wasn't ever like real beef.
It was content beef.
Yeah, like it was like, oh, I was on the Pokey Lover host. God, in hindsight though, best thing I ever did. Like honestly,
Because that's what catapulted your career?
no, not at all. Like I
Oh,
think
really?
everything else after that catapulted me, but like when I did finally get into the space, it was kind of like, ooh, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but like we have this really awkward lore. So it wasn't like I was meeting everybody for the first time.
Yeah.
It was more so like, ooh, I've met you before, but you don't remember. And when I refresh your memory, it's gonna be kind of funny. So that's like the extent of the interaction was like even meeting Pokey. It's like we made a bit out of it, but like it was never serious.
Yeah,
so we can
yeah.
just like joke about it and have a good time. But yeah, at the time, I called her a hypocrite on stream.
On stream.
So how does your relationship now?
Great. It's great.
Oh,
she's,
that's nice.
she's so like awesome and nice and it's really awesome. But like, yeah, before I met her, I was like, ooh, does she remember this even happening? Cause like,
I mean,
Did she remember?
no.
I'm sure that happens a lot in the streamer community where you guys just make little comments towards each other and then it just gets squashed.
Yeah.
And then you become stronger.
But also like this one's even less serious because it was the Austin show. So like, I don't think I've ever been in like real streamer beef. Like I've never had like a public altercation with like a streamer where it's like, oh, we hate each other. Like,
Like in real life.
yeah, and like any streamers now, I don't think I have any streamer that like hates me or like dislikes me. Every single streamer, whether or not we've even disagreed on something, we have always had a conversation about it.
Oh, nice.
So like it's actually really nice. Like my whole streaming experience has been great.
That's good.
And like then, like I said, I met Rae. Like meeting Rae
How was that?
at like
How did
Where?
we meet?
Yeah,
you remember?
where? The
I
streamer
don't remember
awards?
anything.
But isn't that okay? You know
Aw.
what's crazy about this though? It's crazy when you think about how like big of a streamer you are, that these interactions to you were insignificant, but to like me, they were huge. Because when I went to it was Cutie's gala, like charity gala.
The rainforest themed one.
Mhm.
Was it that one?
Yeah, you came up to me like at the event. And you were like, "Hey, I've heard your name before. I've never met you, so I wanted to introduce myself."
Oh,
And I'm
like-
that's really sweet, Rae.
I try to meet everyone like in the space because
It's like nice.
it's really nice, and I think it also feels welcoming.
Yes.
You know, you
It
want
does.
to feel, because I feel like the streaming space, like everyone is civil, everyone is cordial, and tries to like know each other. Collaborations are so good. Streaming collabs is so good. So
Yes. Well, that's why like you coming up and saying that, it meant so much to me. Like I was like, oh my God. I remember like going back and being like, dude, Rae knew who I was. Like, how the fuck does that even happen?
Yeah.
And then ever since like then, I just, every time I've had like those interactions over time, it's like weird to me that I'm like, wow, I used to like watch you when I was like a smaller streamer and like you knew who I was. So that was like such a nice moment because I was like, oh my God, Rae is such a sweetheart. Like she had to come up to me and like say hi. I was like a way smaller streamer then than I was now. And like,
I feel like people only ever have good stories to say about you, Rae, about this first
try-
meeting and whatnot.
I try my best to have, because I understand how important first impressions are. And so it's a big fear of mine to, for example, go to a convention and you're meeting a bunch of fans. Like if you're just like, oh, sorry, I don't want to take any pics, or what if I'm like tired, or like what if I'm not smiling because I have a resting bitch face, you know?
Yeah.
What if that one person's like, oh, Rae is kind of rude. Like I don't want to be perceived that way.
Right,
So I try
so
to
you
like,
try to-
You never are. No,
try
you're,
to
you're
smile
not.
and try to like just come off in a way where it's like, you know, I'm not trying to.
it's funny, like you say that, that's exactly how I see it. It's like every interaction, I take every picture. I will say
Yes.
hi to everybody. I will ask them like, how's your day? Like, even if it's like rerun dialogue, it's like I genuinely do want to have that interaction
It
because
means a lot to those people.
exactly. And it's like
people
something
meeting.
insignificant to me to like somebody who watches me is really significant to them.
That's
so
true.
it's like so cool. Also, by the way, speaking of knowing people for a long time, I've seen your stuff over the years forever.
Really?
Yes,
Oh
forever.
my
Like I
God.
remember when you first ever like started talking about like self-defense stuff too and everything like that. And I like saw it on Twitter one time and I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like,
Oh, thank
that's
you.
so awesome.
I appreciate it. Oh my God, that means so much to me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I used to be a lot more active on Twitter when it was Twitter. And now that it's X and it's like just gone to shit. But I know,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's so cool that you've seen it
It's
before.
it's been a long time.
You've been a Twitter girl
since
for
seeing
a while then. You've been on social media for a
long
while then.
time.
Speaking of which, how did it feel like, because I feel like in the last 2 years I was doing my little research is when you really like got into the spotlight, got more popular as a streamer. How's that been meeting like all of the people you've been watching?
Oh, it's kind of scary.
Is it?
Yeah, like it's kind of the same thing with like the interaction with Rae. Like it's one of those things where I think to everybody else, it's like, oh, Cinna's here. Like, great. And she's just now hanging out with us. But to me, I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like, yeah, did I ever think that we would be doing a marathon? No. But
I
is it
didn't
cool?
either.
I didn't.
think I would ever do a marathon, but like I said yes because I know you're so good at this. Like she's like a professional
Thank you.
content
Well, don't set the
person.
bar too high because what if like while they're
She's
watching
also
this?
a professional decorator. Like I'm so excited to see how she decorates.
I'm
the
so
Airbnb.
excited to
She's
see. You got a
talked
lot
so
of stuff.
highly about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently it's gonna be like split rooms, so one side's gonna be decorated a certain way. and
Wait,
then
tell
the
me
other side's gonna
about
be-
that. Tell me how you guys are going to be decorating Cinna. I heard that you were really good at interior designing.
Yes.
Yeah,
As
you
someone who
should-
also likes interior designing.
You should see my stream room. I have like a energy drink fridge behind me and you know
Priorities.
and of course, like a a sword or two in the background, miscellaneously placed, like such a good decoration. It's supposed to be like a half and half,
Uh-huh.
sister themed, but
Yeah, no, it's gonna look beautiful, surely.
It's going to look fantastic.
I think it's hilarious that this episode's gonna come out during the marathon, so we'll get to see.
wait, how soon does it come out?
It comes out this Sunday.
No,
Oh,
because
so
in,
we're-
'cause in a
we're-
week. A week from today.
Yeah.
Ooh, so
A week
like
from
right
today.
at the end of the marathon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, wait, so that means they're gonna hear us talk about the set, and if it looks like
Yep.
garbage.
Pull up
Okay.
a photo of the set.
Oh
Guys,
my
I'm just gonna
gosh.
say, by the way, it's me decorating. There's no way it looks like garbage.
Right.
Right? Like, how bad could it actually be?
We'll see. Honestly, it shouldn't be that bad.
I don't
Have you
think
seen
so.
my stream room? Like actually?
I have seen. I think your stream setup is so cute because you have the cam like face to room ratio. Like your head is at the bottom of the screen, and then your camera shows the whole room.
Everybody always says that. But you know why I do that though? I don't like it when it's facing down on me because I don't like showing my full body. And I have large girls And sometimes if I wear shirts, the girls talk to the chat before I do. And I don't like that. So like, I keep my cam so high and they hate it. Like my chat actually hates it because my head is just like,
For Lisa's
They're
reference.
like, how dare
Thank you.
Oh yes, this
is this not normal?
cute.
That's really cute.
You think this is a cute room?
I love the
I think
Miffy.
it's cute. I love
I love
the
the
angle.
Miffy, the Monstera. That's a fake Monstera.
That Miffy is so
It's
cute.
fake, yeah.
It looks great. It looks great. I
Wow,
have one just like
guys.
that.
Wow, I'm so impressed that you love this room because it looks like trash normally. So if you ever want to come visit, you know.
Are you gonna move to LA?
I was gonna ask that too because I feel like you're visiting here so often.
Yeah. I had also noticed that. She's coming here quite a lot.
Okay, here's the thing. I love LA and like the people here are great. Like if I hang out with you every day, I would. But
Oh, there's always a but.
I hate like I think living here when I was here for a month made me so anxious and stressed.
Oh,
That's
really?
how I feel.
Yes, it was
Wait,
a lot.
why?
I don't know. It was just like there's a lot of pressure, like, and then there's the traffic, there's everything.
Traffic.
Like, it feels like when I can go home to Austin, I'm going back to like home base and I can like decompress for a week. And then if I come back, I come back. Like, that is so much better than when I was here for a month. Man, by the time I left, I just didn't know how much I appreciated the quiet, which
Yeah.
I think in LA you don't get. Like, everything is
It
like,
is busy, busy, busy here. Which might be why
Yes.
all the streamers here don't really like leaving the house because it's just traffic, traffic, traffic.
well, that's the other thing. All streamers here go, Cinna, if you move, we'll always hang out. And I said, you liars. I go,
Right,
you
right.
liars. You're streamers. You don't leave your house. I'm guilty too. There's no way you're coming over my house every day. So am I going to pay an extra $3K in rent to live here? No, probably not.
Okay.
But
Well,
maybe.
we have extra rooms if you ever want to like stay.
Oh my God, wait, I could stay over?
Yes, you can. I have literally space.
Oh,
And
wait, that's right. I've been to your apartment.
yes, and there's also a lot of people that live around the area that have extra setups. Like I literally have like a whole extra room. So
I did think about getting an apartment or something here, but the only reason I don't want to is because the cost of an apartment is the cost of like a 6-bedroom house in Austin. Here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
the price difference is insane.
It's nutty. And then I was looking at houses here. Houses, like if you want a really nice one, it's like minimum 10K for rent.
For rent. I was gonna
For
say
rent, for rent.
definitely not to buy.
No, but what do I look like paying 10K for rent? Is that
I
not
know.
insane?
I think that's insane. I think it's crazy.
How much is your rent now, can I ask?
I don't pay rent.
Oh, you.
I live with my grandma.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, they have like an old 40-year-old house in Hawaii. So she's just like, just live with me and then just take me out. Let's go to church together. Let's do everything together. I'm like, all right. So I pay with me being there.
Oh,
The
and like
presents.
helping.
Yeah.
That's so
Priceless.
sweet.
I know.
That's
but
actually so sweet.
I think in Vegas it was like around 3 to 4K for like a 2-bedroom.
Oh my God. I mean, that's not 3 to 4K actually for a 2-bedroom is not too bad.
Yeah.
It's a little
higher
more
here.
reasonable than here.
Yeah.
Here is like, it's insane.
It is
At
insane.
least like
I've
8K.
seen.
Yeah. Maybe the marathon will convince me to move.
Oh, we have a good time.
If we have a good time, we'll see. If Ray's not sick of me by the end of it.
If you
I
had a
won't
good
be.
time.
Oh yeah, if we've had a good
we
time.
had a good time.
'Cause,
Are
like,
we having a good time right now?
currently, or
Yeah.
Am I
Yes, I'm
miserable
having a good
watching this
time.
episode?
yeah, Ray might be like in the corner being like, "Holy crap, please end this marathon." Dude, I'm scared to
I'm
actually
a little nervous. I am.
Why?
Well, because I just love my downtime. I love my alone time. I love I'm like an extrovert introvert where I will go out and do stuff like this. I love collabing. I love doing like this marathon. I'm looking forward to it. But I also need a battery recharge. So there's gonna be, a period where I'm gonna be so exhausted and it might be a little traumatic where every time I hear Cinna, it's gonna be like, oh God.
Like a grating sound in your ear?
Okay, you know what I do when I don't want to talk?
No, that makes sense. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You know what I do when I'm around a lot of people and I don't want to talk to anybody and I'm in a house full of people? I like to do this thing called like toasty time where I just get a blanket and I put myself under that
You
blanket.
did that at my place.
And I just go on my phone and I'm like, whenever I do that, no one talks to me and they just leave me alone. So maybe you could just go under the blanket.
I may go hide under a blanket. I may go find a corner to hide in just to
And go
decompress
sit.
for a little bit.
Well, I mean, you can do it. Like during the marathon, what I used to do is like if I needed just 10 minutes, I would just be like, hey, I gotta go take a phone call. Like I'll be right back, and just go like decompress.
I'm gonna go take a 2-hour phone
I was
call.
gonna say,
take a
if
phone
you
call,
need
you're gonna
like a
go.
few hours, am I manning your chat then too?
Yeah, we're gonna have to manage each other's chats very well.
Oh, they're gonna hate me. That's what I'm
No, they're
most
not.
scared
They
of.
love you. They love
I
you.
am so scared to upset your chat.
No, you can't. Like, you remind me of when I first started streaming.
Is that
Okay.
just a thing that chats get mad at each other? Managing it?
Depends.
No. It's more so like, a lot of viewers are parasocial, right? And so they have a favorite streamer. Okay.
Yes.
Like, for example, I cooked Cinna for this sweater that she had a while ago, and
Oh my
the
God,
Balenciagas
yeah.
were like, yes.
I remember the phone call. You
Balenciaga
were on the phone call and you're like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean that.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I called. Okay, that's
yeah,
so
and
funny.
I was like, no. I was like, I did not even hear.
Like,
It's
it's
the
a
same thing.
bit, right?
I called Rae, like I jokingly called Rae old, like on, what were we doing? It was like the cooking
Cooking,
thing.
we were cooking.
Yeah, and we were like roasting each other.
Yeah,
And
we're just
I made that
cooking each other.
joke. Oh yeah, they had a field day with me in the comments. And I was like, I'm so
Well,
sorry.
it's like, we know that we're joking and we're
Yeah.
just
Banter's
bantering
so
and stuff.
fun though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
talking to each other like that.
Yeah, but
what
like,
friendship is.
I feel like I'm more degenerate than you. That's what I'm worried about.
I definitely have toned down over the years because I'd be screaming all the time. I'd be saying the most unhinged stuff all the times. And as the years, it's my 10 years of streaming, so I feel like I'm just, I've settled down a little bit. But speaking of parasocial viewers, how do you manage the viewers when it comes to collabing with other men? Because I know you've got parasocial viewers up the hoo-ha when it comes to like
God.
Agent, for example.
I can deal with it. Listen, I think it's one of those things where like you gotta take like the good with the bad, right?
Yes.
Like I think no matter what, I will have a guy on stream and they will say she is sleeping with that guy, she is whatever. Dude, for the amount of times I've been accused of sleeping with these men, you would just think that my body count is going crazy. And what's nuts is I'm not even doing anything. I'm getting nothing. I'm over here having
Oh
a
my
chill,
God.
peaceful life. And you would have just thought I was having the craziest time in my life. I'm like, I'm not doing any of these things. But like,
Yeah.
I used to get really upset. Like
Yes.
it used to really, really upset me.
Same.
And now I've kind of like dealt with it a little bit better where I just know that some of those viewers are just young. Like
Yeah.
they're young. They are going to do
They
that.
see girl guy equal relationship.
Yes. Now,
Oh,
to be
that's so
fair, some of them
frustrating.
are 30 years old. And I ran into one in person.
No.
Really? What happened when you
Oh
ran
my-
into a 30-year-old parasocial fan?
It blew my mind. So I was like walking in the Grove with like a few of my friends and like Rosie and Waj and like just chilling, not a big deal. And I noticed this like grown man staring at me. He's like he's like 18 or so. And he's like staring at me like very hard. And I was like, oh, okay, he might just like recognize who I am. And it's like kind of confused. And I didn't think anything of it. He never like interacted with me, but he kept hard staring at me, like watching me.
Ooh.
And I happened, because it was right around like the time we did one of the marathons, I happened to go on TikTok and like I have a problem. I'll read comments sometimes. This like view or this comment like pops up and it says,
Yeah.
I just saw Cinna at this place and
Oh.
she was with
Ooh.
this guy or whatever. So she's clearly like cheating on Agent, which first of all, I'm not dating
Oh.
Agent. I'm like, Agent and I are just friends. But when he said it, I said, there's no way that's the guy, right?
Oh
And
my
I
God.
clicked on
out
his
in the
profile.
flesh.
I click on his profile. It's the guy. It's the guy who's staring at me. And I'm
so
like,
bad.
you are at the ripe age that you are. Like, you are a grown man and you are and it kind of clicked where I was like, oh, some viewers, it's like, it's not even that you're young. It's also just that you are just way too deep in. Like, you
That's
need to step
scary.
away from
It's
the computer.
cringe.
It's so
is.
cringe.
It almost
It's
makes it
embarrassing.
hard because like I would love to like have more of like an open dating life too, but I think I can't because I would never want like viewers to be like, oh my God, why are you collab? Because they like some viewers
They
will be like,
do that
you can't
now.
collab with a guy. Yeah.
To like some of the public relationships, for example, like Cutie and Ludwig. Like, I can't even imagine
Yes.
what kind of drama this is stirring up from your tweet
Like,
earlier today.
and imagine too, like,
Oh my God.
yes.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's crazy. But imagine like I was in like a public relationship and I do another marathon with like a guy. And people are
Yes.
like, how dare you do that when you're like, and I'm like, bro, it's a marathon. Like we're playing a game and these are my friends.
it's a
and like,
collaboration. It's good for like both parties.
right.
It's-
And most times, like if you're dating somebody, that person is like on board with what you're doing on stream.
There's trust.
Yes. But people will always be like, no, you whore. And you're like, okay. Like, so it is, I think, a lot mentally. And I'm very thankful to like Agent and like all of those guys and anybody that I've done collabs with, because I think they have all seen how hard it can be sometimes, like especially on me, and they will like go out of their way to be like, hey, like we are friends, we are like good, like you know what I mean? Like they will make me feel as though like I am doing nothing wrong and reassure me like, hey, you're just having a good time and you were collabing, and if you were a guy, nobody would be putting this on
They
you.
wouldn't
So
say
just
anything if you were a guy.
Right.
I know.
And so
I was
they're
just
like,
gonna
just have
ask that.
fun.
Do the guys get the same treatment as the women in this, and like women streamers when it comes to like them being pictured with other girl streamers, or is it just the women streamers that get this?
It's perceived as like a good thing. Like,
Because-
oh yeah, my favorite guy streamer is hitting it. Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
getting it.
Like you
kinda
kind of
thing,
gotta
know
think
what I
of
mean?
like if you're a guy and you go around like on the internet currently, and this is
Right.
not even just with streamers, like in general, like on the internet, if you go and you're a guy and you like fuck a lot of girls, they're like, oh shit, like he's slinging it, good for him.
Yeah.
But if you're a girl and you fuck a lot of guys, they're like, oh, what a whore, you know?
Oh, it's
a
just like misogyny. Misogyny
very-
repackaged into streamer.
right, but
Streamer
like
space.
I just know it's like it happens. It's not like a big
happens,
deal.
yeah.
But like to me, like I said, the guy streamers that I have as friends are like so wonderful in reassuring me, like, yeah, you're normal, like there's nothing wrong, and you should just want to have fun. And if people say that, they say it. So that's like kind of how I've been.
Yeah.
Okay,
just
that's
have to
good.
accept
And it
it.
never implicates your friendships with your guy streamers.
No, like they've always been
Like what agent?
so yeah, he's been so nice.
That's
like,
good.
Literally, I would say he's such like a reason. I've come to him like for advice too, and he's like helped me with advice, helped me with a lot of stuff. But like I said, when we do marathons, he has probably given the most advice to like reassure me that like I am not doing anything wrong, and it's just that like, hey, people are going to see it this way.
Yeah.
But I will say, like I think the W community side of Twitch, they don't have a lot of like really big female creators. Like there's a few of us, you know what I mean? And even then, I don't even think I'm W community. I think I'm like on like what is the Pogger side and have ventured over. And so I'm kind of in between because my community is very blended. And so like I think like a lot of times the younger audience is used to seeing a girl come on and they're like a dating content
It's
girl.
a lot of dating content.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Versus like I think like there's like Mari, there's like Soul, there's like a few other girl streamers that are like such good girl big streamers, and they just don't really get the platform that they deserve. So I think it's like shifting now though. Like Kai talks about like women streamers being great and like platforming them and everything, and that's like such a good thing to do.
Yeah.
It
I
makes such a
agree.
difference. So I'm very happy. I love that Kai is like talking about it. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, he like shouted you out recently.
Yeah, it was
during
really-
an interview.
He did it on the NBA red carpet.
Isn't that insane?
Wow, that's amazing.
Roll
that
the
he did
clip.
that.
Yeah.
It blew my
Shout out
mind.
Cinna.
It actually
No
blew
cap.
my mind. So when he did it, I was like, and then, you know, like it just kind of opens the door to be like, dang, all these girl streamers are like dope as fuck. And you'll see viewers come in and be like, oh, I've never watched your content, but I heard Kai said this about you, and like now I really like you. And it's like, oh, that's great, because you probably would have never thought to watch a girl streamer, but now you do. And
That's
it's like
why
cool.
it's so important to see like other like male creators like acknowledging that women streamers exist, like
Yeah.
collabing with girls, and just being supportive. And I have a lot of like guy streamer friends as well, and I think they're really good people. And it's a reflection, like for example, like Peter, one of my streamer friends, like he will go to bat for any of us if some of us are
Aw,
getting
that's
attacked
amazing.
and
That's
stuff.
so nice.
So
yeah.
protective, and it's just really, really kind. Speaking of streamers, male streamers, your
Oh, no.
dad
Yeah,
rated
your-
me.
Oh, wait, my
I didn't know your dad was a streamer. Black Hoodie, right?
yes.
Yes.
Why do you know my dad's name?
I
Oh,
was
he's gonna.
She does research.
How did that happen? How?
He
Yeah,
just.
when
what
did
is
he
your
start
dynamic?
streaming?
Well, he came to me one day and he was like, I really want to try streaming. And I'm actually going to tell the real tea. I'm going to tell the real story.
Ooh, say it,
And if
say
my
it,
dad
say
gets
it.
mad, he gets mad.
Oh,
He did shrooms one day, apparently,
okay.
and was laying down talking to like his brother, and then just decided, man, I think that I'm really funny. That is literally his thought process. And then he said,
W
I
self-awareness.
I love
And
that.
he was like, I think I'd be a great streamer. So after he was done with his high, the next day he called me, tells me that story, and is like, I want to learn to stream. So I was like, okay. I like helped him. I bought him like, you know, computer and stuff like that, and like helped him out with everything. And ever since then, like he was nervous at first. I remember his first stream. He was like barely talking, and he was so scared.
Aw.
And if you see him now, he like has the most fun. And I tell his chat, like he called me one day and he was like, this has been some of the most fun I've had in a while. Like I love streaming. And I'm like, dude, his little community, like he has such a cool community and he's very cool. I'll give it to him. My dad is like the way cooler version of me.
I was shocked when he rated me. And the chat was like, that's Cinna's dad, that's Cinna's dad. Because I knew your dad streamed. And so I was like so surprised. I was like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine one of my parents being a streamer. Were you really nervous at first? Like,
Yeah,
what would
I
he
still
say?
am.
What
I
would he
know.
do?
Well, he found out what a furry is.
Oh my
what are his thoughts?
Well, he decided it would be really funny to lean into being a furry as
Wait,
a bit.
that's so funny.
It's not. It's really not.
Is it not?
No, because he bought a fur mask and then he called my grandma and told her what furries are. And so she keeps making furry jokes. And like never in my life did I think my family would be making furry jokes.
No way.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird.
Would you ever do just like a furry collaboration with him? Like on stream?
For a bit, I would. But like, it's not really my vibe. You know what I mean?
The
but
content gene runs in the family.
yeah. If we're talking content pilled, 100%. That'd be so funny.
Oh my god.
Imagine investing in like a full fursuit.
Those are expensive. Those are so expensive.
Yeah, but think of the bit though. Oh wait, how expensive?
Oh,
I think like
thousands and thousands of dollars.
Like I think the head is like
like
3K
the really,
alone.
yeah.
Never mind. Do not think of the bit. 3K alone.
It's like huge. It's big quality.
Oh yeah, the
No.
furry community is huge and expensive. Even making furry art is expensive too. That's why the artists that make like commission furry art, they are rolling in the bank.
Is it really expensive though? Because sometimes I search characters on Twitter, but not like furry characters, just like a
Wait.
random anime character, and they'll turn furry-fied, and they're like always sleeping with somebody. I've seen a
Yeah,
lot
there-
of giant
it's
furry
such a-
dicks on art Twitter. A lot.
I've seen a lot of like large Pokemon dicks too.
Oh my god.
There's a huge community for the whole thing. Have you?
Pokemon dick. I can't judge. I did a Pokemon Smasher Pass one time.
Oh.
Who are your Pokemon
I watched
smashes?
Markiplier's Pokemon
Did you ever
Smasher
do one?
Pass. I've
Yeah.
never done one, but I get it. After the whole Vaporeon thing and the Lopunny.
Wait, what?
dude.
Lopunny?
There is some
Lopunny.
crazy.
That one just, that kind of makes sense.
There's
You know
like
what
a
I mean?
copy pasta for the
Vaporeon one?
Vaporeon. People are crazy,
They're
man.
crazy.
People
People
are
love
down
Mewtwo.
bad.
People love Mewtwo?
Yeah, because he's just so like,
Oh, like big and strong?
yeah, like big and strong, like, you know? And he kind of has like a,
Smash.
Did I
Smash?
say Smash to Mewtwo? I don't think I just realized my dad's gonna watch the podcast. Dad, turn it off, please.
Oh, I'm
I'm so
sure
sorry.
you guys are so close. Because
Not that close, not
Wait,
that
close. Not that
really?
close.
Yeah, Dad, avert your eyes. No, literally what happens, you know what's the worst part about him streaming? He tells, imagine all the crazy stories your parents have,
Yeah.
but they're thrown into the public. My dad
Oh,
told
no.
a story about like I think he had like a threesome or something one time.
What?
And he told the story on stream and like chat sent me the clip and I actually felt like my eyes melted out of my skull.
I
Like,
think
was
he's an
like,
icon. I think that's
No,
iconic behavior for him to say that.
don't-
He's
no.
living in his sexuality. He's liberated.
We gotta have
You
him on
know,
the pod.
I know we gotta have him on the pod. Like,
Don't encourage this
I
behavior.
love,
Can you
I love that for what?
imagine?
Yeah, can you imagine your parent just? I had a threesome in the '80s, and that was when everything was going down.
Well, the worst part is he was a young parent. So these stories that he's telling are when like we were kids because he was young.
Yeah.
So like it's stories like, oh yeah, I dropped you guys off at your grandparents' house and then I went back to the house and got crazy. And I'm like, bro, like what? Like,
Oh my god.
can I keep my pure, innocent, like, thoughts of my life? But no, I cannot. They've been completely tainted.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for you, but I think he's an icon.
Yeah.
Because
That
he
is
just-
actually
That's
because
insane.
not a lot of people have their parents streaming as well. I feel like in the streaming
No.
space, like I don't know anyone
don't
else
know
that
one
has
person.
like a sibling or a parent streaming.
Yeah, no, having a parent streaming is like, it's a lot. But again, if it makes him happy, I am not mad at it.
Yeah.
But I will say, he used to complain about me cussing all the time on stream.
Oh,
He cannot complain anymore. Now he gets
Now
it.
he swears a lot.
Yeah.
He actually understands now that like the streaming space is my space. Let me have my space to talk about my experiences and you have yours and stay the heck out of my space.
Yeah.
Because one time he clicked on my stream and I was talking about like some like inappropriate encounter that I had.
Ooh.
And like my dad said that he immediately had to click off or his ears were gonna like burn off of his head. And I was
Oh, you guys are
Yeah.
both getting like the ick
Yeah,
from each other.
the ick.
That's
It
so
is.
funny.
There
Yes.
definitely would have to be boundaries because I would lose my mind if my mom streamed.
can you imagine though telling like an inappropriate story that you have and your mom hearing it?
Yes. I mean, she kind of has.
Oh.
My mom watches every stream.
Wait, she did the VTuber thing, right? Where she told you to like not.
Okay, yeah, that was kind of perceived in a negative way on Twitter because people were like, oh, Ray's mom is so controlling. But she really was
No.
just like saying pretty much that she just like loves to see me because we're long distance.
Yeah.
And so when she's in the Philippines, she just likes to see my face. And so it was really wholesome. But yeah, she just watches all my streams all the time. And I'm like, that's great. She has asked to stream before. And I
Oh.
was like, listen, I was like, Mom, I would love to help you in other avenues, you know,
But,
if you
like,
want to like do other stuff. But
Aw.
with streaming, I have such a fear because she's like doxed my place on accident. She would be like, she's the type of, you know, she's kind of gullible. Admittedly, my mom's a little gullible, so she's the type to like click a link that's texted to her and like, you know, have her bank.
I'm sorry, Ray's
Hacked.
mom. I'm sorry. If you're watching this, okay, stream if you want to, but just don't leak
Bro,
anything.
It would be easier if we lived in the same house. That way I could, you know, monitor and make sure like, oh, if she leaks something or if something bad happens,
Yeah.
if she leaves the camera on. I'm just like way too paranoid. I would be so worried about her safety, and her safety also affects the rest of my family's safety, so.
That's true.
Yeah. Would you ever stream?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like it would be a lot of pressure, and I don't know if I'm good at doing things live streaming.
Okay.
But that's why I really like the podcast setting because Samson can just cut anything, and we're dandy.
And he cuts everything.
Does he really?
So many things.
We've had a few episodes where we would record for an hour and have to cut the whole hour. Because we just start talking about stuff we're not supposed to talk about.
We do.
Like, why do you
Like,
keep talking about it then?
drama,
Drama,
personal
my
issues.
dating life.
her dating life. We gotta cut a lot.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
Is it
non-existent
that-
anymore.
I was
She's
gonna say, is
celibate
it that
now. I'm
crazy?
celibate.
She's celibate.
It was.
I admire the confidence because I have never been able to like do like a random hookup or anything because
Yeah.
I'm way too scared of people, and I'm just like, I don't know what you got going on down there, but we gotta have like a personality connection otherwise.
That's
'Cause do
valid.
not pull your wiener out at all.
That's fair.
Don't do it.
People
Keep your wiener
People,
tucked.
Yes.
keep it
Yes.
tucked. Keep it to yourself. It is scary out here. Celibacy.
I'm the same though. I just like, I get nervous thinking of like one night stands kind of thing. So.
Yeah.
one-night
Because
stands
you
are
don't know
crazy.
like what. I've heard horror stories of somebody getting murdered going on a date with people. Or like that
Yes.
story
That's
of someone
fair.
getting
Yes.
shoved in a suitcase.
Yes.
I've seen that story too. It's so sad at the Hotel Silly.
Yes, the hotel, and they just went to a hotel room, and then he cut her up, put her in a suitcase, and rolled her out.
Bro, and like
Ooh.
you don't trust people either. It's like
Yeah.
I just can't. I have to know you for like a long duration before you even touch me, let alone pull
Don't
your
even look
wiener
at me.
out.
Yeah, the
Yes.
emotional aspect of
I
it is
went
very
on-
important.
I went on like a internet date one time, and like this guy, he kept being like, "Oh, I like an idiot." I was so sad. I was in my sad girl era, and I put in my bio like, "Oh, I love to cook and like play video games." So he's like, "Oh, why don't you come to my apartment and like cook for me?" Like,
Oh.
I was like, "No." First of all, you're not my man, so I'm not gonna cook dinner for
That's
you.
a crazy first request for a date. Is yeah, come over and cook
Yeah,
for
but
me.
Oh,
Get-
hell no.
But guess how sad I was? I went on a date with him to a restaurant. Like how pitiful, you know?
no,
no,
that's
no,
fine.
but you didn't
No,
cook
it
for him.
wasn't.
Because cooking
Wait,
for somebody is
really?
just like a love, like that requires a lot of
Some
time
people
and
do
effort.
love
Yes.
to cook.
They do
for
love to
others.
cook.
Yeah,
but
well,
Could not be me.
I love to cook for people.
She
Do
does
you?
love to cook.
I-
oh, you
yes.
did. You cooked for her. You mean
yeah,
No,
You
but
made a
that was
whole
like a bit. That was like a
Thanksgiving.
bit one. I've never actually like cook for like off stream. I love to cook.
ooh, what is your favorite dish
I-
to cook?
I
love
love
food
making
so
katsu
much.
curry.
You like making katsu curry?
Yeah, I love it. It's so fun. But right now I've been in like a baking thing. Cutie actually was on my ass too. She said, "Cinna, baking is my thing," like in a clip, like as a joke.
Yeah.
But I said it's the worst timing for that Ludwig clip to come out because I've been baking too. Yeah, it looks really bad. It
Oh my
looks
God.
really bad.
Man, first.
Yeah, it's not good.
That
Yeah.
is so
I know.
insane.
But-
I actually cannot believe you typed in his
I
chat
just don't. Let's not
talking about how
revisit
hot he was.
No, no.
simping for
Well,
him.
you know,
are there
back to-
other streamers that you type to like that?
No, I don't think so. No.
So he's special.
No. I know there's like a few of my friends who are like
Rachel.
smaller streamers where I was
I'm
like
instigating.
unhinged, but never like no, never like a lot of like the big guy streamers. No, never, never.
What is the craziest piece of content you've done during streams so far? Probably that marathon with Agent, right?
Yeah,
That was the biggest one.
yeah, but like that one is so different because even though it was like so big, it was like I don't think that one can ever be replicated because we went through like trial and tribulation. We had to switch like 4 different consoles. We had to like we got DDoSed at one of the at the original place
I
we
didn't
did
know
it.
that.
And we had to like pack. I mean, everything went down, and we started streaming on a phone for like 8 hours. We were just on the phone trying to reset up everything at like the AMP house, and like he had to leave for a day to go to DC. So we had that, and like everything that came up, I think made it such a cinematic ending. Like for me to even have been struggling so much in the marathon, and I don't know if you've seen the final clip. Like I die, and we are on the final round. Like literally the
I
last
saw
thing.
this clip.
Yeah. Oh, also the game crashed one time. We were really close to finishing it,
No.
and we committed to like still finishing it. So it was that bad. We're like on the final clip. It's I die. He is on like the final little bit of like whatever he has for his staff, and barely alive. And he gets stuck in something where it is nothing short of a miracle that he even survived. And then we beat it. And I'm like,
She's talking about Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, yeah,
I
sorry.
see.
yeah, it was
Roll the clip.
it was like a really, really good ending. And I think that was like, that's one of those pieces of like content that you can't replicate.
Yes.
Because there's so much story and
Cinema.
lore behind it.
A
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was also like a bonding experience for your guys' friendship as well.
Yeah.
Like
But
having to go through that. Like I am kind of curious how you and I are gonna get out of this marathon. Like, are we gonna hate each other?
no,
I
I
hope
actually
not.
think
I don't think so.
you will look back on this and you'll be like, I'm really glad I did it.
I think so too. You are making me feel very confident about it. Cause she came in today and she was like, oh, by the way, today we're gonna do this. I have all these guests planned out, blah, blah, blah,
Oh
blah,
yeah,
blah.
I have like
And
a
I'm
whole, I have everything.
I'm like, okay, that's really good. I'm just really nervous. I've never done this before. So
Yeah, well, it's
it'll
like,
be good.
it sucks because like guests have fallen out and then they like come in
Yes.
and everything, but like it really does. I know it sounds so silly, but like you know when you're in a time crunch, even for like a launch, and, like
Yeah.
things are kind of falling apart, and then it comes together, and
Yeah.
oh, it's like perfect.
It's
That's how
perfect.
marathons feel. It's like you're kind of in the moment, and if one thing doesn't
Spontaneous.
work,
Yeah.
you just redirect and do a different thing, and it.
That's crazy because it's all live streamed too. So when a
Yes.
problem is happening, I feel like you can't show the panic. Or is that okay?
No, you
Just
can't.
authentically like, oh, this person didn't show up. Fuck, now we're both texting, seeing who could come on the show or come.
We just
on
gotta
live stream.
improvise.
Like
I
some of
see.
the panic you can show. Like obviously you don't want to say like, oh, I'm gonna try to text this guest to replace this one.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if something falls through, I mean, we're like just together for 7 days. There's a million things in LA we could do.
There's so many things you guys can do.
Yes. And like even down to like us going to get food. Like it's just a fun experience. So it's things that like viewers will watch and like they'll see us doing stuff in the morning, like getting ready. And it's like, wow, this is a staple
we're all
of
hanging
this
out.
I
marathon.
know,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm gonna tune in.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't really watch streams, but
Oh my
I'm gonna
God,
watch
you
this
should, you
one.
can, listen, if you want to come over, you are more than welcome
Oh
to.
my god, that's
You can come be on
insane.
stream if you want to.
Oh,
Would you
that's
want
scary.
to, or
I'd
you're
be-
too scared?
I would be kind of scared. I
He's
would
a
just kind of
nervous
Yeah.
I'd be nervous, but thank you so much for extending that.
Of
I mean,
course.
if I was in town, then I would.
Yeah,
we
I
will be sleeping on stream as well, which I'm really nervous about because I've never done that. And I told her before we started recording, I was like, we got to make sure the mics are muted because I don't know if I fart a lot in the middle of the night. Like, there ain't no way I'm gonna be caught slacking like that.
It's just
There's
so
no
funny,
way.
Like the difference between me and you, where I'm like, oh
She's
yeah,
like, yeah, this is fart for content.
like, rip
I'm
it.
like, well, I told her I was like, well, I mean, if it happens, that's like a really funny clip. Like, I will not care.
She
and then
doesn't
she's
care,
like,
and I'm like, I don't want to toot publicly.
I mean,
My
feel-
toots are private.
Ray, you've never farted before on stream?
No.
I just feel like she doesn't fart.
No, I absorb it. Like, it does not leave my body.
You did say this last
I
week.
do not. Like, it is
What?
something, even when I'm in a relationship, I don't. I can't.
So you're not gonna fart around me at all in 7 days?
No, it's a personal
Oh.
ick. Like, I'd rather go to the bathroom or go outside or something and just,
Do you ever
you know, a
queef?
little.
Do you ever queef?
No.
Okay.
No, that one's I don't ever do that either.
No.
But is that like
it's-
a regular thing?
Is that something that just happens to?
I think.
She's like, no, it doesn't.
No, I've never.
I love the backtracking that just went into that. She's like, oh.
Um,
anyway,
I feel like I don't need to
farting.
ask. I don't need to
It happens in
ask.
certain positions, okay?
Well, it's like I don't know. It's like to me, it's just like funny. Like I don't mind embarrassing myself.
I don't mind embarrassing myself in certain ways. Like, okay, for example, you've had a huge glow up, right? Beautiful woman, as we can see.
Yes,
She has this
clearly.
picture
Oh,
of
you
when
little-
she was a child.
Can we see it?
pull it up?
Yeah.
Please pull it up.
What is
She kind of just like,
Just scroll on my Twitter feed. You'll know the one, Marsh, when you see it.
yeah, she
Like you can't miss it when you see
She grew
it.
into her forehead. And when I was growing up, I had to grow into my buck teeth. Like, I actually got bullied for my teeth
I had
because
buck teeth too, by the way.
were you called a beaver,
Yes,
a horse,
yes,
a rabbit,
yes. Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny?
Aww.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
think I
but I
think
feel
I
like we
found
grew
it.
into our features, you know? And
Yeah, you guys are so sexy. Oh, you have like a 5 head. It's so cute.
Have you
It's
ever
so cute.
Have you ever heard the Florida saying like jit? Like when people say jit,
No.
I haven't
it
heard that.
it's like something. It's like you just call somebody a jit. It's like, you know, like youngin or like whatever. It's like it's like something they say in Florida. I probably just butchered the saying. I'm so sorry. But that's how my cousins use it because they're from Florida. But like they've always like used to call me that when I was growing up. So my chat, their like emote that they have for that picture is it's if you type jit, that's the picture that comes up.
Aw,
It's
you have
not cute.
Such
It's-
a big forehead. That is
No.
adorable.
It's
I
so
look like a little
cute.
shitter. That's what they're calling me, is a little shitter. Like
a little shitter.
yeah, I just look like a little dumbass.
I feel like something that makes you such a great streamer is that you do just roll with the punches. Like you kind of, sure, you may be like teased or bullied for random things, but you kind of just go with it, which I think your audience really loves. Like, how do you stay so confident? Like, does it ever get to you? Like, has something happened where it's actually like affected or made you a little insecure while streaming?
No, the only one I deal with a lot that's like a problem for me is like my weight sometimes.
Oh no.
Yeah, my weight's like a big one for me, but also like I've always had like a lot of like body issues, so it's not a big deal. But in saying that, like I almost have been the type of person where like joking about stuff helps a lot. So like I love when people like if I eat something right now and it's like really unhealthy, my chat will be like, oh, plus 20. Because they're saying like, oh, plus 20 pounds. And
Oh my
it
god.
makes me
That's so bad if
No.
someone has body dysmorphia. Do you have body dysmorphia?
yes, horribly.
Well, what the
no.
fuck?
No,
no,
well,
no,
what
but,
in
like,
God's name?
stop.
You guys
No,
are
no,
very
no,
mean.
stop. No,
I know
it's
that's
not-
not nice.
No, it's actually not bad because like the joking about it is like I think everything in life I love to laugh at. Like I'll laugh at ask like even Rosie who was like traveling with me. Anytime I get mad, if I'm really mad, I'll laugh because it's almost like funny to me how
Yeah.
annoying things are. And like in joking with stuff like that, I find it funny to be like, oh, I can laugh at myself because like, yeah, I probably should have been eating healthy. I slipped up. I can laugh at the slip up and then like move on and it's not a big deal. But like, I think it's helped me a lot more to joke about it. Now there is a difference between like banter and like people being
Straight
mean.
up bullying. being
Yes,
rude.
there's like a total difference between
But
like
you can tell, like when they're joking.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just- okay.
yeah, you can tell when like chat is just being mean to be mean, and
Okay.
you'll probably see it in the 7 days. I get one guide by somebody who's way too mean, and
Oh, I've seen a clip of you roasting.
yeah.
Oh my god, do
viewer.
you get mean?
No, I told somebody that I wanted them to get
Nasty.
married and have a really good life and have children, and then I wanted their wife to cheat on them and leave them and take the kids. Like it was bad. It was really
She will go to the 7 depths of hell.
no. I stoop. You go low, I go lower. But like
Ooh.
You go low, I go to hell.
Yes.
Exactly.
But-
I love that energy, I have to say.
No, it gets me in trouble a lot. It does.
Does it?
I got
But,
banned on
like,
Twitter one time.
You
for it.
did?
banned
What
on
did,
Twitter?
What did you say to get you banned?
Okay, this one is actually really fair.
Okay.
Because this guy was stalking me. He's a literal real stalker. He called my cell phone.
That's weird.
Oh, that's cringe.
That's
Okay.
fucked up.
Loser.
So well,
Pisses me off.
loser, you should have said was what I should have done. I instead was so angry that I tweeted, please blank yourself. I want you to do it. I'm not joking. This is not a joke.
Oh
on
my god.
Please, Sudoku.
Yes, and so not only that, I tweeted on my alt account and Twitter banned me for like, they were like, oh, 12-hour ban. Like, you can't say that to people. So I was so petty. I screenshot it on my main account and I tweeted it again.
Oh,
and I
you wanted to
tagged
make sure
them.
he
You
saw
want
it.
to
And I
go
said, just in
low.
case you didn't see it, here it is again.
That is the energy I love. That's the girl boss energy where it's like, just in case, let's go back around, let's recalibrate, and I want you to see this.
That is
Yeah.
I love
bold.
that.
You didn't get banned on your main?
No, because I tweeted the screenshot of where they were like saying that I got banned. So it looks like I'm tweeting like, oh, I got banned for this. But really, I just tagged them and said,
I love that.
here it is. No,
That's
I deleted. I
iconic.
felt bad. I actually felt bad. Because I was like,
stand your
that's-
ground.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Like
Yeah.
these people, some people are so parasocial, they think they're entitled to know everything about your life and they make
Yeah.
assumptions and they're completely wrong. Like who you're dating and or your friends, like, oh my God, I've gone through the same thing. Like it's crazy seeing you go through stuff that I've been through over and over. Like every single male friend you'll be shipped with and you're dating them and you're cheating on all your male friends. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? Not have any guy friends?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I did see that made me feel really nice? Is it actually, you came up in this. I was talking to one of my friends. I was venting about it. I was like, it's so bad these past 2 years. Like people assuming stuff and like saying shit about me and like taking shit out of context. And I was like, I don't feel like I don't have enemies in the streaming world. Like I genuinely no enemies. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I said, I was like, for me to have never been like in a real problem and have these people say like nasty things about me just hurt my feelings. And one of my friends was like, well, I mean, look at like, you know, Pokey and Rae and look at like all these big girl streamers that deal with this. And they're like, if you want to be in this industry and be big, people are going to do that. And they're like, it sucks, but that means you're doing something right if you're pissing people off that much. And I was like, you know what?
Oh,
That's right. If you have 10 haters, you might as well make it 12 because they're just going to
true.
keep coming. So at the end of the day, as long as I'm doing something that's like
fun.
good on my, like, dude, I did like a
Enjoyable.
stream the other day giving like bags to the homeless. Who cares? Like, I never put a camera. I said, do not put cameras in like anybody's face. Like, if we're gonna film it, like film it from the car. Like, be very discreet. So that way, if I was homeless, I wouldn't want a camera in my face.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to do it as like, you see something good, you do something good because that's how I've
Yeah.
always been. When I see people do charity work, I'm like, damn,
It
I should do
inspires
something.
people.
It's inspiring.
Yes.
It does. I do love that.
Exactly. I did it. People on Twitter were like, oh, of course you do it on camera. You
Oh,
fake.
man,
And I go, you know what? If the worst thing I've ever done in your eyes is give back to the homeless, so be it. Like I cannot be bothered to like even give a second thought to that. And it's been like a really good realization to be like,
Yeah.
okay, if you know what, if people hate you, then half the time that means you're doing something that's right. So
It's worth talking about. For
yeah.
Sure.
So
it's
then
the
you're
vocal
good.
minority.
Yeah.
And there's so many reasons for why anyone can just hate to hate on the line. It's so easy. They could be sexist, racist, jealous, bitter, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, and it comes with the territory.
And I will say, some hate is valid. Like I've always said, if I'm a creator and I genuinely do something that is wrong,
Yeah.
then criticism is valid.
Criticism
And
is valid.
yes,
it's
and
valid.
if you're a fan of me, you should not hold me to a standard of like Cinna can do no wrong. You should tell me when I do something wrong.
Yeah.
Because that's good. Like, but also I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes. Like streamers are human. And like, I don't know. Some people just blow stuff out of proportion though. You guys get it really bad, I feel like. Dude.
Oh, it's because we're very vocal about how we read the comments.
Yeah, but also like you guys will tell like one sex like story or something.
Oh yeah,
And I don't
that
mind
was
it.
a time. We
that
don't really
was-
talk about sex anymore like that because
Yeah.
the incels really run with it. Yeah, no, if you talk about women and sexuality and sex, it equals whore. So
Yeah.
I don't
just
mind being
how
called a
it is.
whore. It's just like I'm desensitized to it. I feel like it's such a lazy insult.
But it's so lame
Yeah,
that we
so
have to be
lame.
desensitized
I
to
know.
these kind of things. You know
It's
what I
fair.
mean? It's just so easy to accuse a woman of being a slut just because of the way we dress or who we hang out with.
I know.
Dude,
It's
Listen.
insane.
Slut it up, you know?
Yeah.
I've never had a problem when my friends slut it up. I'm like, you know what, you guys look great, and I support it.
Slay.
And then even I have my moments, and I'm like, you know what, I'm okay with this. This is great. Because some days you just want to look nice. Some days I want to put on a nice dress and look hot.
Exactly.
Like today.
Like today, you look great.
Oh, wow, guys.
You look
I
so
wasn't
you look
that-
like a princess.
Wow, I
do.
wasn't fishing, but like that was just so nice. Yeah, no, like I just feel really ugly today. It's crazy.
No, you
like
look
the
so
hair,
beautiful.
the jewelry.
The girls.
Can I see your hand?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
look at the jewelry. It's so cute.
I love
It
your
matches.
Oh my god, I
bracelet.
forgot to have makeup on my hand. I was like, what is that?
You have that cool sword bracelet.
this?
The other one. I really love that
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Oh,
that one's really
thank
pretty
you.
too.
So
I
beautiful.
appreciate. Yeah,
the
my jewelry's like
nails.
all messed up. I try to get it like a little bit together for the marathon, literally for Rae,
Yeah.
because I dress like shit all the time, and you are like fashion guru.
Oh, I'm gonna be wearing sweaters and sweats the whole week.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be in comfy mode.
Oh god, that makes me feel so much better about
Oh
my
my
wardrobe that I
gosh.
brought. It's so bad.
Oh my god.
It's actually really. You're gonna hate what I brought.
Why?
I look
What did you bring?
because they call it my chat calls it like homeless fits. They do.
Homeless core.
Yeah, they do. Because like I wear really like 3XL t-shirts.
I love that though.
And sweatpants.
I love oversized sweaters.
I feel like you guys look cute even though you dress quote unquote bummy.
quote unquote.
Or like homeless or
Yeah.
homeless core, is that what you call it?
Homeless core.
Yeah.
Dude, you have like cunty outfits. Every time I've ever seen a
Yes.
clip of you,
Oh my gosh.
her outfits are like
It
slay.
makes me feel like I need to dress up on the pod because
No,
she's
you don't need
always-
to. I just love clothes and stuff. I like form-fitting things, but
Yeah.
you know, if you guys ever want
You're like a
to-
power woman.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Like, are you like a really business-oriented woman?
I am.
'Cause
I
you
love
have
business
that,
so
like-
much.
She's a business girl.
You have that vibe of like you're like a hot businesswoman.
I just grew up with a mom that was very much a workaholic. She's a single mom, and she's always like, Alyssa, you don't ever rely on somebody for money. You always be your own. You will be a girl boss because she was a girl boss. She's
Yes.
an immigrant, works for her money and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much where it came from. And she's very sexy and hot too. But
That's literally my dad did the same thing. He was like, never rely on anybody's money. Like if
Really?
you are gonna grow up, never rely on a man. Like all your money needs to be your money. So I'm on like go getter mode. Oh, I'm
Oh yeah.
you are. You're a
are.
businesswoman.
You are grinding.
It's bad. I get
it's
into like meeting
good.
calls and I feel like, you know, like when you see like a evil businessman sitting on the top of a tower, like taking evil phone calls. That's almost how I feel. Cause I'm like, oh, do this meeting. We got to do this. We got to make these decisions. And I've like never been like that before.
So you're super business oriented.
I like it. It's like really nice.
I know before this, you also did like the aerospace engineering. Like you went to school for that.
Didn't finish it. Yeah, but I went to school
You're
for
so
it.
smart then. Yeah. Did you know that?
You were gonna do that and then you became a streamer?
Yeah.
I feel like this happens to a lot of streamers where they're so talented and going to school for stuff and then they quit school for streaming.
Well, talented is like I was okay. But like that was why I quit was because I had a full ass. Well, you can't half ass one. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're going to school for mechanical and aerospace engineering. You cannot half ass that. So I was like,
Yeah.
I got to a point where I was about to go into my senior year and I was like, okay, well, either I do streaming or I do this. And my friends, I had a lot of friends who were engineers. And I was like, they're all in an office. And I've worked plenty jobs in my life. I've worked in an office. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So the worst case is if I take a year, I try streaming and it doesn't work out. I go to school, I finish. I'm good.
Yeah.
If I quit streaming, I can't quit streaming for a year. Like you can't do that. So I picked one and I think I made the right decision. So
Yeah, you
because
did.
you're having fun.
Yeah.
You're having fun. You
It
won the
also
awards.
like you can have a full blown career from this.
didn't you go to stream or school for engineering too?
Not engineering. I got my transfer degree in art and science, and I
Okay.
was about to go to a 4-year university, but then streaming took off, so I just didn't go. But it's kind of nice knowing that I have that under my belt. So if I ever want to go back to school for whatever reason, which I
Yeah.
don't see happening, I could just go and just start with my little transfer degree.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't need to.
Would you ever go back into aerospace engineering?
If I ever like needed to, I would. But I think I know what I have here is like
Yeah.
so niche and special
It's so special.
that there is no
is
like I would
special.
never take it for granted to where I'm like, oh, I think I would want to leave it unless I like really felt like I needed to. But like I have no problem like going back to school. I would love to. I liked when I was in school. It's just this is so cool.
I think what you got is really special because you're obviously very smart. You're very beautiful. You have charisma,
Wow,
and you know how to
thanks.
work
So
a
do you.
camera. Thank you very much.
So do
So
you.
it's just the unique formula for a streaming career.
What else do you want to do in the future? Do you have any dream projects you want to work on? Is there anything outside of the streaming space that you do want to do?
I want to learn to do a lot of like entertainment stuff. Like I explained this actually recently. I was talking to No Leaks, people about like branding down the line and like opportunities that are going to come this year. And they were kind of like, oh, have you ever wanted to like act? Have you ever wanted to do like hosting? Have you ever wanted to do this? And I've never had interest in these things before, but I was like, I don't think that like Kai, for example, went into streaming and like knew he was going to be acting, but he tried it and he liked it and it was good. And Miz is a good example. Like he went into streaming and he liked hosting and that was new for him. So I kind of want to like try new things because I've never been that person to put myself out there, and I stumbled into streaming and it worked. So now I'm like, well, I wonder what else I could stumble into and it
love
could be
that.
like a great endeavor. Like our marathon, I'm really actually more scared than the other ones to do.
Wait, why?
Because it feels like it's the first girl duo big marathon
is
like
the
this.
No, like 2 girls have done a marathon like this before.
Really?
Yeah, well, staying like a
Ooh.
24/7 like
7
duo
day,
thing.
like duo
So
thing.
I'm also nervous, but hopefully by the time you guys see this video, it went well
Yeah.
I think it's gonna go well, and like you said, I think you're not gonna regret it. I think you guys are gonna.
I don't think I'll regret it. I just, my biggest fear is tech issues. My biggest fear is that the internet just goes out and we have to like relocate or
Swap to
something.
the phone. Trust me, it seems stressful. I love a good story. Like that's how you have to see it. Is like
Yeah.
You're so
story is
solution
great.
oriented. I love it. You're just like, okay, let's do this instead. If that
She's
doesn't
like,
work, let's do
everything
this
is
instead.
content.
It is.
She's like, if you start having diarrhea and farting all the time, it's content.
Dude, my car used to break down, and I would literally every time like I'd be like, man, this really sucks, but this is a really funny story.
my God.
Like I love a good story, and
That is
so
true. That is
Yeah.
true.
like I really do think there'll probably be moments where you'd be like, dang, I'm annoyed. Like everybody's annoying me. I want to be alone. But then when you come out of it, you're gonna be like, wow, I would do that again. Like I really do think you'll look back and be like,
Feel like we could do it better next time.
yes, that's how it'll feel. Like I look back and I mean, there's times I argued with Agent. Like genuinely, I was
Like
pissed at
real
him.
fights.
We got into like a real argument
Damn,
about
they were
like
tussling.
the game, like a real argument.
about the game.
No, but even but about
Call
the
of
game.
Duty does that.
But we've disagreed even with like stuff that like segments we were gonna do, where like
Oh, I
I might
see.
have been frustrated by like something that went on, and like he knows that I'm frustrated, but like even in those moments, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like it's really not. And we did something that I'm gonna see if we can do in this house, which is like I don't know if we can, which is like we had a separate setup. So if you ever want to like step away and react and just like play a game,
Oh,
It's
I
like-
think we should try to do that.
Yeah.
Like where we have moments where we can like go to each other's stream.
right?
But like we're both gonna be live from the same setup anyways. I'm
Oh,
very
okay.
curious to see how it's gonna work.
Well, because the plus side is one of us can have a setup,
Yeah.
and then we can put a second one in another room. So if you're ever like, oh, Cinna's reacting to something, I just want to go talk to my chat. You can kind of do that, and as long as you're not like disappearing for 8 hours, nobody's gonna care. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we can still be together and like find space. I'm hoping that by the time this releases, you will have said you had a really good time.
I think I will.
God forbid.
You will.
Imagine looking back on this and she hated it.
No.
Oh
I mean, it will come
no.
out. It will come out while you're still live.
Yeah.
Okay, so current chat, if you're watching this is a call to action. Ask Rae if she is having a good time.
Oh my gosh. Imagine like this episode goes live Sunday, 8 a.m. PT. We're in like probably sleeping or something. And then, God, what if we're like fighting? We hate each other.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think it'll happen.
I just don't see it in the stars.
The possibility.
No, I don't think. I think you will find that I am like, my go with the flow will help you go
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
flow. Where you'll be like, oh, okay, like,
I do overthink. That's for sure.
yeah, you'll
You
find that
do.
it's not that bad.
Poor baby.
Oh.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyways, going back to your future endeavors, I do think it is important to take advantage of this time where you have multiple doors opening because of your career path. You never know if the platform's gonna like disappear. Like imagine all the people that were TikTokers and then TikTok gets banned.
Yes.
All
Oh.
those people lost their job.
Yeah.
They were
right?
freaking out. When
Yes, they
that
were
happened.
panicking. Like, what do you do at that point? But luckily, some people had like maybe shops or had YouTube accounts or streamed as well. So having multiple avenues of income is a good idea.
Well, you and Pokey have always been. I've said it like to my team. I think I've said it to you. Like you guys have always been my inspiration for like. I know that numbers on Twitch are really important. Like when you see like viewership numbers, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is
For
great.
like sponsors and stuff.
Yeah.
Of
and-
course.
But like branding wise, like people sometimes forget that your brand outside of Twitch is just as important. Like the things you do on Twitter,
Yeah.
the things you do like with like even just your logo, your name, your username, everything is so important.
I imagine.
And like I've taken a lot of inspiration from like you and Pokey to be like, okay, numbers are very like cool and it's great to have a high viewership stream, but it's also equally as important that like I'm doing other things and taking advantage of opportunities. So, you know,
Say
soon,
yes.
Yeah.
soon there will be some things that, you know, everybody can hopefully see this year that are like
your
no
own-
leaks.
leaks.
No.
No leaks.
What about like any? Are you starting your own business or doing your own thing?
No, but there are just things that I think I've had the like great opportunities this year to have, you know, taken advantage of and do. And as the year goes, I hope these things are like, wow, I didn't think I'd see Cinna doing this, but
Oh,
here we are,
nice.
and it's cool.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, so it's cool. I'm excited. And it's thanks for the inspo. Okay, you girls are great.
Aw.
It means a lot.
I think we are so. What are we at?
Hour and 15.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay.
You were the
Is
perfect
there
guest.
anything? Yes, dude. I told you, she's a yapper.
Dude, you know what's funny? I went on another podcast and they said, I am so thankful that you were on this podcast because I forgot what it was, but they were really, I think it was one about it. They were really tired because they recorded a lot.
Yes.
And I just talked the whole way through.
Yes.
So they were like perfect guests
Amazing.
because they were tired.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was great.
Having guests is such a nice break from our duo episodes because the guests we get to ask questions, like ask about you, and it's kind of like it's a lot easier to talk
know.
about others than to talk about like ourselves all the time.
You guys need to do a trip together.
Oh, we're gonna.
I want to.
I want to
Yes.
film an episode in Hawaii.
I want to take her to Hawaii. I want to take her mushroom foraging, surfing, doing everything.
I feel like that's what I've been a long time fan of the art. This is a terrible time to say this after the stuff
This
that we talked
is
about earlier.
crazy, man.
But like that, if not for that reason, I want to clarify. But I've always said I liked their podcast
That's
because
Ludwig's podcast, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I know that
the
one.
worst.
Oh, she does.
This is the worst timing for me to bring this up, but I'm bringing it up as a compliment, like to you guys. If you do that, is like what I've always liked about their podcast is they actually hang out. So you can tell that like some of the stories they tell, it's like, oh, this is stuff that happens off stream that's like interesting to listen to because it feels like you're listening to like an active friend group, which
Yeah.
sometimes like can be a miss. Like if you like spend too much time apart and then you don't know what to talk about. So I think the trip thing will be like really cool for you guys to do.
You should do a podcast. I feel like you'd be a really good podcaster.
I feel like
You
you
don't
would
think
be too.
Yeah, but who would I do it with? Is it just me?
You can do it with anyone.
Oh my gosh.
You can do it
talking
with
to
anybody.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, imagine a serial yapper once a week.
You could do it by yourself and have guests every week. You could do whatever you want. I feel like that's another avenue, you know,
Maybe.
another thing on the checklist. Anyways, Cinna, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything you want to share, promote?
No, if you're watching the marathon right now, you should probably be like, wow, this is great, you know? So Rae feels really good about it. That's about it. You should be like, wow, the
I'm
marathon
gonna
was so
like
wonderful.
it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good
It's gonna be
time.
amazing. Is
Until-
Mushi gonna be there?
No, because I didn't bring him.
One-eyed Mushi is so cute.
You know about Mushi?
Yeah, I do. I
Oh,
do.
I didn't bring him because I didn't know how he would get along with like her dog. So I was like, I didn't want to like put them in an environment where they don't get along and then one of them is stuck in a room all day.
Yeah.
Mika's not gonna be at the marathon.
I could have brought Mushi.
Yeah, could have. I considered having Mika there, but he's such a stressed dog, so I figured I would have Amanda watch him while we were there. So
Dude, now I'm sad because Mushi is such a viber.
yeah,
You would have loved him. Like you could have met him too. He is the sweetest cat. You can. He never scratches me either. You can pick him up, fling him around, like
so sweet.
everything. And he knows how to jump on my back and like stand on my back too. It's really cute.
So cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
All right,
Okay.
twitch.tv/Cinna, Cinna. Although that wasn't your original username, was it?
No, cinnabrit.
But it's no longer cinnabrit.
No, I hate.
She hates
I want to
that.
get rid of the Brit, please.
Just Cinna.
Just Cinna. I just need just Cinna. But I think there's like a French furniture store that has just Cinna.
Wait, is it Cinna right now or Cinnabrit right now?
On Twitch?
Twitch. What's your
Cinna.
Twitch URL? Oh, it is Cinna. Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
just Cinna.
Where did Brit
It's-
come from? Is that not your full name?
My first name is like Brit.
Oh, I see. Oh.
No, it's terrible. It's so, dude. Can I even say this at the end of the podcast? Is this a bad time?
Why?
I'm gonna say it. Frick my dad, man. Oh, my dad, okay, literally, I asked him, he named my sister Jasmine after the movie like Aladdin because he loved the
Beautiful.
name.
That's a
Beautiful.
pretty name.
I said, why did you name me Britney? That's like the whitest white girl name ever. You know what I mean? When you hear Britney, you hear like Britney Spears. I say that. He goes, I'm gonna be honest, we just couldn't think of anything.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, my freaking dad, man. So
Wait,
yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah, we can edit on that. Frick him, but he's cool.
Wait,
Damn it.
that's so funny because we just had Lily on the podcast right before this, and she also was talking about how she doesn't like her name either, and it's just kind of crazy how
I don't like my name either.
the lore
Really?
of learning people's names. Wait, what? Are you public about it?
Yeah, just Alyssa. It's like,
Oh, that's right. She goes by Lisa.
yeah, but my sister's name is Angel.
That's
I feel like that's so pretty.
Okay, you have the same thing that I do, is because you see the like
The comparison.
the comparison. Because I get where you're coming from my perspective. Like
Yeah.
I fully get it. But I like your name if it helps.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
want
I
to hear
do.
how messed up mine is? I have the same situation. My sister's name is KC Lynn, which stands for Kalino Castona Marlin, which is my great grandpa, great grandma, and my aunt's name put together. Very thought out, beautiful name.
Yeah.
I get Rachel, named after Richard, my dad, with a mistaken extra L attached at the end. That I didn't find out I had until I was in 6th grade when I saw my birth certificate. I show my mom, why does my name have 2 L's? Why is there hell in my name? And then she goes, oh, the nurse misunderstood me.
And then she
Forgot
never
to
got
tell
her face.
Oh.
I don't even know. I don't even know if she's even telling the
So
truth.
is it 2 L's like
It's
on all your documents
legally,
too?
Yeah, legally.
Yeah, it is,
my
it
name is
is.
Rachell.
LL is crazy.
Never saw it spelt
That's
like that before.
crazy.
Don't even know if my name is actually pronounced Rachel or Rochelle. Don't know. I don't know what it is, but
Rochelle.
I go by Rachel. But
Well, Rae is still. I like Rae.
I like Rae.
Rae is really cute.
yeah, that's the forced nickname I put on everything.
Yeah. That one hits. I like it.
Yeah. I like it too.
Okay, guys.
All right, we are gonna go start setting up for the marathon now. We're gonna go head to the Airbnb, start decorating. Well, marathon's pretty much done at this point.
It's gonna
maybe a
be-
day after. Or
Surely
so,
the set
so.
still looks beautiful.
It's gonna look great. I'm excited to watch.
We got
guys.
Samson. If you could add some pics of the set at this point, that would be wonderful. Maybe some clips from the marathon. Who knows? We'll see. But anyways, thanks for joining us,
Thank you,
Cinna.
Cinna.
Bye guys. Thank you for having me.
Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, and do we walk off? Is that what it
Yes.
is?
Yep.
Oh my
We
God.
didn't even talk about the end.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I forgot. I'm half black, by the way, to clarify.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. Because I was like, God, if you don't know that I'm half black, and then you're like, what N-word?
Oh.
That'd be crazy. Wait, do you need a thumbnail pic?
Yes.
Oh. On my